Hi everybody, I'm Regina Sellers and I am the creator of Probo, the stand. So here's one that's already put together, okay? So here it is. Now I am going to open the box and I am going to put one together for you. I'm going to walk you through it, okay? So let's cut our box open and let's see what we have. Y'all, it does come with instructions, and a lady, we had such a good time. She just couldn't figure out what she was doing by reading the instructions, and it's really my fault because we should have had this filmed a long time ago, and instead of just by the instructions, and y'all, I walked her through it. And so that's how easy this is to do. Come on, box. The hardest part's going to be making the box open like I wanted to. Okay, so there's our box. It's open, and let's see what we have. Okay, here's a little envelope. And it's been so long since I've done this, I don't remember. With the purchase of your Probo the stand, you also receive a craft handy. Y'all, I use this constantly, and this is our little free gift to you. Okay, so there's your craft handy. Here is your sheet of instructions. Okay, and it has the pictures of how it's supposed to look like. What it's supposed to look like once it's put together. So there's your pictures, and here's your instructions. Okay, and I'm going to read the instructions and go along with you. Let's see what we hit. We'll see how we do it by the instructions. So one of the things I wanted you to see is how well our man packs for us. Look at this. All the pieces come. It's just not thrown in the box. We're very careful. I can't see what's in this. I am assuming, let's see if I'm going to be correct as I do this. Okay, I'm assuming this is one of the tables. Let's see if I'm correct. Oh, it's been a while since I've opened one. I have no reason to. It's been a long time, and I have mine. Mine's already done, so I kind of don't remember. Description: Probo the hand. Oh, I didn't even realize he had put that so nicely on here. And what it is? Yep, there's our bottom table. Here it is, and this is the right side. And look, right here. Warning, warning, warning. Do not over-tighten bolt and wing nut. There's no reason to. You don't have to see how tight you can get this. And we've changed this right here. I mean, you just want it to close, and that's all. Just don't keep tightening, tightening, tightening. There's no reason to, okay? So there's our table. That's our bottom table. Let's see. Not sure. Let's see what this is. I think this is the top table. Let's see if it is. There it is. Here's your little top table. And see how this is already attached for you? You don't have to worry about doing that. Warning, warning, warning. Do not over-tighten wing nut. Okay. There we go. Let's get this out the way. What is this? I think this is I'm shaking it. That's all our screws. I just know it is. And this is probably the little deal that holds your hot glue gun. I bet that's in here too. That's what it is. There you go. Here's your dowels. Okay, so here's your little pack of dowels. Here's your little thing that you're going to sit in the little hole on the table. We'll do that the very last thing. And you sit your glue gun here. Okay, and here's all of our dowels, all of our screws. Okay, so there's that. The next thing that we have, and I know what this is going to be, this is all of our crossbars. Okay. Yep. You will notice there are 3 different sizes. Okay. See that? Let me show them from the front. 3 different sizes. Small, medium, large. Okay. Smallest one goes at the top. See this? Small, medium, large. So that's how you put them. So whenever you use this, top, middle, bottom. Okay, doke. That's how you're going to use those. Let's put them on the side. Now, what do we have left? We have the legs left. So let's get the 3 legs out of the box. Let's get the box out the way. Watch this. That was easy. Okay. Now we're going to look at our 3 legs. And this is what really confused the lady, confused her terribly. It's because she was putting it together with these sticking up. Okay, and she was like, what in the world? Y'all, what you have to do, all the 3 legs, you can have, if you unscrew this and don't use the extension, this part, then it becomes tabletop. Okay, this little part here is the bottom section of your leg. You have to unscrew these and then turn your leg around. Each part is screwed together so that the piece that goes with the leg, the extension, is with the leg that it goes with. And all you have to do is just unscrew this and turn this around. And now put your little wing nuts back on. And your leg is prepared. Okay, there's a whole leg now. And that's what you want. Okay, doke? Okay. Let's see, do I have that right? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. Let's do this for this one. Okay, one of the things that I want you to notice right off, okay, is this is your center. This is your center leg. And you see how he has the wing nut, he has the this in it already? You're going to have to just take this out and do this. Because we're going to use this. Come on. Come on, little thing. Just spin it. There you go. Just spin it. I'm kind of getting my head of myself. I just should have put the rest of my legs together. But after I show you this, I'm going to stop. And I will. I'll just put the rest of the legs together. Come on, get off of there. Close. Close. There we go. Okay. Take that out and put that down. And this is your center leg. So that was the first one I did. This is your center leg. And you see this little word right here? It says back. The word right there is back. So whenever you put this together, this is going to go to the back. See the back? Right here? This is the back. This is the back of the back leg. This is the back of the center leg that goes to the back. Back, back, back. Okay, and there's the little word there. It makes a difference because of how the holes are in. So notice that little word back. And you know that, so there's two ways that you know this is the center leg. Because it is square at the top and it has this little word back to it. So you know that's the center leg. Let's put it on the side. Center leg. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Let's undo these. And turn it around. And he also, look, he also has it marked, see, 1 and 1. See the little word, there's a little bitty piece of paper, little tiny little thing. It says 1 and 1. Put 1 and 1 together. And you just turn your leg around, and now it goes, instead of it going up in the air, it's going to the floor like it's supposed to. Y'all, don't you love? No tools needed. No tools needed. Okay? Now, the next thing that I want you to notice, you see that how this is cut on a slant? That's cut on a slant. So this leg is going to go to that side because you want your two slants to meet and go to the middle. Okay? So this is the front of this leg, and it's gonna go to the middle. You see this? You see how this looks right here? You see this right here? See this leg right here? And you see how it's cut on the slant? That is that leg. Okay? And it's gonna fit to the center there. Okay? See how simple? Super simple. Let's get the extension done on this one. Just undo. Two and two. Put them together. Use your little wing nut. See how you just spin it? Isn't that neat? Y'all, we put so much thought into this. Oh, the very first ones. Y'all, I played with this for over 2 years before I thought it was right. There we go. So now, here we go. Here's a leg. Here's my center leg. Let's get this out of our way because I'm hitting it. I'm hitting it now with all my legs. So here's the back. So I want that to the back. And then here's this leg that's going to go this way. And now, because you see how this is going to just set flush? This is just going to set flush, and this is creating our tripod. So here we go with our screw again. Stick it through, and stick it through. There. And see how now everything just sits flush. You see how those angles are all flush? And what happens once I stand this up, this back leg is going to go back, and these two front legs are going to just be equal. Okay? Let's get the wing nut on. Come on, Regina. Get it on there. Maybe if I did it with my right hand, that would help. Well, there we go. Just spin it around. Y'all just tighten it. There's no reason to just tighten it. Just get it nice and tight, but there's no reason to just keep going and just trying to break it off, okay? That's tight, that's nice. And now look, I can stand it up. I'm looking at the camera. I want to make sure what y'all are seeing. Yep. You want to just stand it up, and this back leg just goes back. The center leg goes to the back. Let me move this out the way some more. Okay. So there we go. Here's our two front legs, and here's our back leg. Okay? The next thing we're going to do is put our tables on. I'm going to put the bottom one first. And I am going to I'm taking the little nut out. And I am going, see this, let me hold it up so you can see the hole. See this hole right here? The hole right here that you're going to see in the bottom of the back leg, that is where you're going to attach your bottom table to. Okay, now we're ready to put our table on. Okay, the first thing, and I think this is the easiest way to do it. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is put your bolts through your bottom, the two little bottom holes. You see how I've done that? You put them in from the front to the back. This is our back leg. I'm going to take my table, okay, and see, I'm going to kind of hold my table through one of the holes here, and I'm just going to line it up, that hole. Let's see, maybe I need to do it this way so I can see a little better. I'm going to line it up. There you go. And line it up. And that's all there is to that. Y'all, this is so easy. Put our little wing nuts. Oh, I said I was going to read the directions as we go, and I forgot to do that. Well, you can read the directions if you're a good person at reading directions. I forgot to read as I go. I just got so busy thinking of how to put it together, I just didn't even do it. So, okay, now you're just going to lift your table. It's going to adjust your leg. It's going to make the leg come out exactly where you want it. Let's get the nut, the bolt, and you see how you just kind of run it. You just kind of jiggle it. You see, I got the bolt. I can see the hole. I can see what that little hole is. I'm going to push my bolt all the way through, and I'm just going to move this up, and you see, boom, it just falls right into place. How simple is that? And remember, y'all, there's no reason to see just how tight you can do this. This is just holding this together. Don't sit here and see just how tight you can get it, because there's absolutely no reason to, okay? You just want it. See, it's tight. Boom. That's enough. Stop. Everything. Tight. Tight. And I'm just doing it with my hand. Just enough with your hand. And stop. Okie doke. That's our bottom. Let's put on our top table. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put our bolts and get our little wing nuts. I'm going to put my bolts in. See my two little holes here? Just get those ready to push through. Okay. Take our little table. Y'all, I find it easier to put the bottom table on first. You can put the top one and then the bottom one. I just find it's easier to put the bottom one on first. That's entirely up to you. Okay. On. On. There's your little wing nut. Roll it around. See how I just did it with my hand? I just tightened it with my hand. No reason to do any more than that. Boom, done. Okay, let's take our little warning off. Take this apart. And just because I'm so OCD, my bolt on the bottom's going through this way, so I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm putting my bolt. See how I'm sticking my bolt in? I've stuck my bolt in hard enough that it's hitting my leg. See where my little hole is? I'm just going to keep moving it up till it falls in the hole. See? Boom. I just moved it up. It fell into the hole. I'm pushing it through. Put my little wing nut. Y'all, is this easy or what? Nothing to it, y'all. Tight enough. That's all it takes. Here is your little hot glue holder. Just take it and see there, that's for your hot glue gun. And so whenever you want to work on the back of your wreath from this side, like if you've you finish your wreath and you use picks and you use steel picks, then you can work from the back. I always clean up the back of my wreath with my hot glue gun. So now you can put your hot glue gun here. I have access to my hot glue gun from this side. I can clean up the whole side of my wreath here. Then I'll move it over. The whole side of my wreath will stick out here. And then you take your hot glue gun from this side and you can use it from this side. How about that? And now you can hang all your tools here. I always have scissors, needle nose pliers, because on the back, and wire cutters. Okay, and so that's what I always use, and I want them handy. I have needle nose pliers and needle nose pliers and wire cutters that sit in here and they never leave. That's the tools for my wreath making, and that's it. They're always here. You can put whatever else you use, and your my craft handy. I sit right there. Okay. At top or bottom, and because I use my craft handy with this also. So there you go. Now, let's put on our three bars, and you're gonna notice one thing. You're gonna notice there's a top and a bottom to it. Y'all, the hole is angled. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that, but the hole is angled. So this is the top because your dowel is going to fit in your little hole at a slant. Okay? See how your dowel just fits in there at a slant? It just sits in there at that slant. So that's telling you this is the top. Let's make sure I picked up the shortest one because it goes at the top. I did. 1, 2, 3. This is the shortest one. Let me put all these out. Okay. And I always put my bolts flat side from the front. So just see how all of this looks nice? I'm so OCD. So all of my flat sides are from the front, and my bolts are going out to the back. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that first. This has to go through this. Okay, this goes through here, and here, And then you just set the bolt in the little slot. You just set the bolt there. Let's move this over to the center. And if you're a short person, kind of like me, y'all, I can't lift my arms because of my, I had an injury. I fell off of a boat. I fell 10 feet onto concrete. My shoulder is pretty shot. That is one of the reasons why I came up with this, is because I can't, this is my injured shoulder is left, and I can't hold it up very long. So I am going to move all of my little crossbars down. And whenever I want to work on the top of my wreath, I will move it down here. Whenever I want to work on the bottom of my wreath, I'm going to hang it from up here because I want to keep my work surface of wherever I'm working with on my wreath at about this level. At about like, you know, like if you're, I need to keep my arms at kind of like you're sitting at a table to eat. That's the most comfortable position. I can only raise this arm so many times in the day. So that's kind of the reason for all of this. You're just going to now move your wreath around on this. And so that I never have to really raise my arms any higher than this. And so then I can work all day. Okay? So how's that? So if you're tall, y'all, Brian Lane, my dear friend, has the very first one. And, of course, all of his bars, because he is 6'2", all of his bars are at the very top position. So at whatever position, that's why these slots are so long. For however tall you are. If you're a short person like my daughter is 4'10". Can you believe? Every one of her bars would sit absolutely at the bottom also. Mine are sitting at the bottom is because I have my shoulder injury. And I don't want to raise my arms any higher than this. Okay? So that is the reason behind all of that. And you just put your little wing nut. Come on, little wing nut. Y'all, I can't do anything with this left hand. Come on, little wing nut. Get on there. There it goes. Now, the hardest thing about putting this whole thing together is getting your wing nuts to start. Oh, I think, am I off camera? No, I'm still on. And y'all, look, I just tightened with my hand. That's enough. Stop. Okay? And my dowel's up. Here's our next little bar. There's the top and the bottom. Don't forget. See how it's angled? Drop these in here. You want the little hole going up. Just sit it on there. I'm kind of eyeballing this. And then you'll just set these for however. And I want this to be in the center, and I'm kind of eyeballing it. I'm going to have to move that over because I wasn't paying attention. I have that little off center. That you want to kind of eyeball this. And if you don't want to do that, you could even put a ruler there and let it sit to make sure. If you want to do that, and y'all know as OCD as I am, you know I'm going to do it because I want all of these three just lining up. But I think I have it. And let's get a little wing nut on, y'all. And this is it. This is as hard as it is. We're almost finished. I just have one more bar to put on. And that's it. That's all there is to it. And you can do it all with your little hands, no tools needed at all. And you can read the directions if you like. I didn't. Of course. I said I was going to, and then I forgot. Forgot to. Okay. Let's set these through this. Like I said, I want all of mine at the lowest position. Because look at that. Look where I can now put my hands. Look at this. So I can basically, by moving my wreath around on all of this, I can basically keep my work area at no higher than this, which is just perfect for my arms. okay? And I can work all day long that way. And let's eyeball it. Yeah, that looks like that's in the center. Let's get the little wing nuts on. And y'all, that's it. The wreath stand is together. And y'all, the hardest part has been getting the little wing nut started. There it goes. So that's all there is to it, y'all. And you're ready to use your wonderful wreath stand. And y'all, move that wreath around so that it is in the position that you need it to be. Y'all, don't wear out your arms like I have. Okay, I'm 72 years old. I've been doing this for eons. Since the very olden days, okay? It's been so that's been a lot of holding my arms up in the air, plus the injury I had. So that's why I needed this, because I can't hold my arms up in the air anymore. So that's it. So let's see. So there's your little dowels. Y'all, I don't use them all at the same time. I usually, what I'm going to do, and we didn't do this because it was just another cost. Okay, and goodness gracious, wood is so ungodly expensive. It's quadrupled since we started. Since this came into conception and we started working on it, y'all, the price of our wood quadrupled. So the only other thing is, and I thought this was easy enough for everybody to do. You can either get a little bitty cup, just something very small. You can hot glue it right here on one of the tables if you would like to put your dowels in, because you do not want to lose your dowels. What I'm going to do, probably, I am going to Velcro a little cup right here to the side of my table. I have found just a little cup that I want. I didn't want it big. I don't want anything, so I kind of looked around. I found one at home. Okay, one little, it's like just a little glass, and it was just enough that I can sit my dowels in, and I'm going to Velcro it to the side. Okay, that way if I Velcro it to the side, I can drop these. If I ever want to close this, I can take these two out and just push it together and close it if you ever need to do that. In my area, of course, thank goodness I have such a big area. I'm very lucky I have this big workroom to work out of, this big old warehouse. And so I can just put it off over to the side. But if I understand, a lot of y'all are working out of bedrooms or in basements or just whatever, and spaces at a premium, you might need to close it to put it away. What you'll do is just take this bolt out, take this bolt out. Both tables will drop. The leg will come in and it'll be flat. Okay? You never have to take the whole thing apart. Y'all, so that's it. That's all there is to it. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. I hope you'll enjoy using your wreath stand, and you never have to put stress on your shoulders ever again. You'll be able to work basically at this level and work all day long without any hurting arms. So that's it for now. Thank y'all so very much. Goodbye for now. Happy wreath making.